Alright guys, now we got 2 weeks left of our first season of professional baseball, and I feel like we're just right on the brink of being moved up to the major league level. Yes, we are only hitting 221, but having double-digit home runs in only half the season of AAA, I think is pretty impressive. And the fact that we've been dominating on the hill as well, I think really warrants us being moved up to that major league level, especially with the Marlins. But again, we really need to end the season on a great note, and we only have 11 games to do so. Especially if we want to be moved up with the 40-man roster, that'd be great. But again, as long as we can get in an early point next season, I'm going to be pretty damn happy. But again, like I said, we do have 11 games left, 5 games in this series against Memphis, and then of course 6 in that last series against the Tides. So hopefully we can kind of end the season the way that the last video went, because again, we had a couple of multi-hit games, and yes, I know we weren't extremely stellar on the mound when we were out there, but at the same time, even our not stellar games are pretty damn good. So we're going to be closing out this series against Memphis in this video. Of course, we are going to be taking that last start on Sunday, and hopefully we can pick up that elusive 4th win of the season. But we are going to be in the field and in the batter's box for the next 4 games, so let's see what we can do to, again, make a really big difference the way that we did in the last video. We are hitting number 3, and we are up to a 75 overall, which is great to see. But again, if we can't produce in the batter's box, what's the point of being a 75 overall? We really need to produce to prove to them that we should be up in the majors, and hopefully this is going to be the first step towards that. And this would be a really great opportunity to do so with a guy on second and no outs. He's already driven him in. That's actually great to see. Nice to see that our team's actually producing in this. Hey, better late than never, am I right? So let's see what we can do against McGreevy as he ends up bringing a fastball. I thought that was going to be a slider again, but nope. And just kind of looked a little slow coming out of his hand, that's all. Let's see if we can do 102. Nope, we are leaving that fastball out. Kind of saw that that was going to be out, and we knew that wasn't going to come back in. Not from a righty like that. I don't know anyone who's got like a two-seamer or a screwball that goes crazy. But unfortunately, we swing at the slider that's even further out than the last one. And there we go. We go down on strikes. Well, we have a very similar opportunity in the 3rd, but this time it's a tie game, so we really need to drive him in, because that was a really bad at-bat to start. And yeah, we shouldn't have swung at that, but I swung too late. I'm like, is that going to be a strike? Is that not? And yeah, it turned out to kind of be one. He loves that slider, doesn't he? He absolutely loves that. We have not seen a curveball or a changeup this game. And we are still not going to see that yet. So that is going to be a fastball high. And now he needs to bring something kind of close to the zone. But watch this be a slider out again. Watch. Okay, it wasn't. That was a slider down the middle, and we're a little early on it. We would have waited back just a little bit more. We would have had a nice base hit there. Or at the very least advanced him to 3rd. What can we do on this, though? As that is going to be through the infield. Let's go. And that should end up scoring him. Great throw by the right fielder. Well, kind of, but not in time. And a little off target. There we go. It's only a single, but it's an RBI single. And it puts us up by 1. And now, even though we are not in a steal situation, it's a full count. Whoa, never mind. Get back. Okay. That close. That close. I was not paying attention. I think we're still going to go anyways. Let's make this a hit and run. Let's do it on our own accord. Go. Alright, that's going to get in. That's going to drop in. We should be able to get 3 on this one. As we do. Good thing we ended up trying to steal. That got us over to 3rd, and better 1st and 3rd than 1st and 2nd. Especially here with 1 out, but we just got to make sure that he doesn't ground into a double play. We would really like to score and advance the lead to 2 runs. But again, we'll take what we can get, as that one is going to be a line out to 1st, and he gets picked off. Wow. I mean, to be fair, that was just a tough play, you know? Can't really get back on that one. Let's go 1st and 2nd with 1 out, and yet another tie game. Not what we want to see. We want to be able to keep the lead. Let's see what we can do here to bring us that lead. Why are you swinging at a slider that wasn't even going to be close to the zone? Yeah, that ball wasn't even close to the plate by the time we swung. I hope he brings a fastball down the middle on this one. That'd make me feel better. Slider, slide. Oh, he actually threw a curveball on the first one. No wonder why it was so out of the zone. Okay, 1-2 count. Now give me the heater. No, he did not. I did not swing at that. No. We barely even went through. Now, we had no business swinging at it anyways, or even checking our swing, but that's what happened. 1 out now. We need to drive this guy in. That would have been the one to do it on. 93 mile an hour right down the middle. What am I looking for here? Come on. He's only got 2 fastballs and that curveball, which that should end up scoring the run. He's got 77 speed, and that is going to be another RBI single, and that will put us ahead here late in the game. Let's go. 1 out now. Guy on first. Is he going to try to pick us off? No, he's not. We're going to go on this one. Oh, with a little sidestep. That should drop. It does. Yeah, we were not going to make it to third this time. No, he was charging too hard. And he would have definitely gunned us out over there. Well, let's go. Now we got first and second. 2-2 count with 1 out. Just no double plays again, Hernandez. No double plays again. Don't you dare. Don't get thrown out again. And somehow we end up losing in the last couple innings. I mean, would us staying on base would that have changed the outcome of this game? Possibly, but not likely. Not the way things have been going in Jacksonville this season. But at least the good news is we had a 2-hit, 2 RBI day. Not bad. Yes, we would have liked to win, but what can you do at that point? Let's even kind of replicate that success in this one. We are at third base as well, so let's hope we can pick up some points in the field too. This time we're not as lucky as the last game because now it's 2 outs, no one on. That's our first at bat. Let's see what we can do to actually start something here. Even a solo shot would be pretty nice, I'm not going to lie. And we'll take that. I'll take that. We just need to get a pitch that's somewhere near the zone that we can swing at. And I also need to wait back on these two, because I'm getting a little overzealous, and we can't be having that. Or else, we end up striking out more often than not. Let's go. Good eye on that one. 1-2 count. We're probably going to swing at this one, no matter how bad this pitch is. And it's a little up. A little early again, too. I thought we might have been a little late on that. Okay, cut up. Let's see what he comes with this time. You dumbass. Why would you swing at a slider like that? I mean, I did say I was going to be swinging at anything. So, you know, that's kind of on me. No, we couldn't get there in time. Hit me. Get him. Are you kidding me? Bro, we had switched to third before. It doesn't matter. You know what? 2-1 game. At least we have that in our back pocket. At least that wasn't more than what it could have been, you know? That could have been very disastrous for us, but thankfully that was not the case. We're only down by 1. And if we could actually put the ball somewhere in play that they wouldn't be able to field it, then we would actually be better off. But nope, that is a double play. Sometimes I think like I'm getting better at the game and then stuff like that happens, and then I realize I'm really not. Oh boy. Oh, get me over here at third. Yeah, look, I don't know what the game was trying to tell us to do. I think maybe they thought that the shortstop was going to get it and we were going to get the out at third, but that was not the case. And this game is just one shit show after another. That's alright. Hey, you know what? We can tie the game up with 1 swing. Just be nice if the ball was, you know, somewhere where we could actually hit it. You know, the bat's only so long. You can't hit things that far out of the zone. And that would have been the one to do it on. We're late on that one. I said I needed to wait back, and apparently I took that to heart a little too much. So 0-2 count. Just don't go down on strikes with guys on like this. Thank you for at least, you know, keeping yourself alive. That's I guess what I'm trying to say. Come on, give me something good here. Damn it. A little late on the fastball. That was the hardest ball he's thrown all day, though. I have not seen 95 from him. I don't think yet. Although I could be wrong. Either way, though, let's keep it alive. Oh my gosh, that was so dumb. I thought that was going to be a fastball again. I mean, you guys know I like to go up with the fastballs, especially when you're way ahead in the count like that. And I thought he was going to do the same thing that we usually do. And again, wrong. But come on, you know what? No outs, guy on first. Let's get this rally going. Hey, 2-0 count's a good start. Which means that he's going to have to give us something center cut here. I don't think he's going to go with the curveball. He's got to be going with one of the fastballs right here. We knew that was coming, and yet we still didn't make great contact. We're a little late on that. I mean, it was 95, so I guess that makes sense. But damn it, anyway, should be better than that. Again, just a little late. Come on, ball person, you got to catch those. Come on, 2-2 count. We can't strike out again. Don't bunt on this either. Come on, man. I don't think we bunted all year. Oh, no. Wow, that was the quickest transfer I've ever seen from a minor league third baseman. And that's another double play. But would you look at that? Our team came back and we're tied here in the 9th. And we can put this game away right now. That was almost it. Just a little... man. That's heartbreaking. That is heartbreaking. I'm not going to lie. Get out of play, 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 get out of play. Son of a bitch. And yeah, of course, we're at second base because we're the last out of the inning. Way to go. 0 for 5 game. What an absolute disgrace. Absolute disgrace. But if we can score the winning run, then, hey, at least we weren't completely useless today. Don't you dare. No, because you're going to get thrown out again at second if you even try to take an extra lead there. Are you kidding? So, come on. He's hitting under 200 with runners in scoring position. That is not promising. But it's not to say that we can't make it work. As, yeah, that is going to be a double play, but hey, you know what? Anything... We're going on anything, essentially. Let's score right here. Let's see what we can do. Montez, you gotta be the hero here, man. And I have faith. I have faith. Come on now. Hit me in. Well, that's not gonna be it. I thought maybe he would be quick enough to be able to beat it out, but he does not, and the game continues. Oh, nothing like being in the field in a very crucial spot like this. This one's going to go through the infield, and now we got to gun him out at the plate. Get him. No way. Yeah. That's unfortunate. Maybe we should have thrown to second. I forget that the game's not over yet because we are at home. But we get one more opportunity. Don't blow this. Come on. Not on the slider. Okay. Do you really think he's going to steal third, though, with no outs here in the 12th? I hope not. Because, again, I mean, then we'd be able to just put something in play and be able to score him, but that's okay. Alright, hey, you know what? We're staying alive. That's the important thing here. He's thrown 3 sliders. He's got to be coming with the fastball soon, right? He does not, and we strike out again. We suck. Thankfully, we do win, though, 8-7, and maybe that's what we got to do every single game now. Is just go 0 for 6. Maybe then we might actually win some games. That's alright. We put that one behind us. Again, we ended up winning as a team. That's the important thing. Now let's go out here and let's just not go 0 for. Well, would you look at that? Looks like we're facing a top prospect right now. The 53rd ranked MLB prospect is on the mound right now. And if we can hit a double or better, we get 3 tokens and an extra 40 on our way to another skill point. So let's see if we can actually do that here against Mr. Gordon. I'm not going to try to pronounce that last name. Son of a bitch. That is weak contact, but at least we got a piece on it this time and didn't strike out. But man, that's a big loss. Those skill points really would have come in handy. But this looks like one that we're actually going to be able to field. There we go. Now, why would we throw to second? Why would we throw to second? Come on. I mean, we have the out at first. There are 2 outs. Take the easy one, am I right? No, you leave that out. Oh, hey, we're the number 26 MLB prospect. It seems like that changes every single game. Oh, just missed it. Just missed it. Son of a bitch, that could have been a good hit. Instead, we're sitting at 0 for 2 again in this game. But still, nothing. Let's see what we can do to make a good play on this one. Come on, you don't need to take 8 crow hops. Just get it over to first and let's get the out. And hey, we're up. And with players on base as well. Let's drive them in. We need to after just, again, that atrocious, just started the plate yesterday. 0 for 6. Wow. That's embarrassing. So let's change it right here. We're not going to do that on a changeup. Good pitch. But come on, we would like to see a fastball here. Or just something in the zone, please. I asked for it, I got it, and I did nothing with it. Why was I expecting off-speed on the slider again? I am just not guessing well today. Again, it explains why I was a pitcher in college and not, you know, a fielder and a hitter. We all have talent somewhere. So let's see what we can do with this. Nope. But that should advance him absolutely nowhere. I thought he would have had the speed to make it to third, but who the hell am I, right? Now we just need to salvage this right here as we hit one up the middle. Thankfully, he ends up not fielding that cleanly, and that should be a single. An embarrassing way to pick up our first hit of the game, but a way to do it nonetheless. We're not going to steal on this one, although I kind of want to. But then again, he looks at strike three, and that would have not have been great for our team if that was a strike him out, throw him out. So, let's steal on this one. 0-1 count. Bring it. There we go. Oh yeah, we're safe. Ha! He didn't even attempt to throw down there. We didn't even attempt to slide. Great stolen base right there. Number 5 of the season in AAA. Obviously, we had quite a bit more in AA, but again, it's not like those are going to compound. As that's going to be one to the shortstop. And yeah, it's the end of the 8th. The good news is, all we needed was 1. We win 1-0, and yeah, I can see why that guy is actually a top prospect. Only giving up 1 run throughout that entire game is actually pretty good. Poor guy has 10 losses, though. But also, poor us for being embarrassing at the plate again. Again, a very weak single to break the no-hit day again. But, alright, at least we got on base. This time, we need to actually hit some balls hard, hit them into gaps, and let's see if maybe we can hit another home run. We're DHing in this one, again, getting ready for our start in the next game. Let's go out there and let's really focus on the task at hand. And we're going to start here with 1 out and a guy on first. Only a 90-mile-an-hour fastball, huh? We need to wait back. We need to wait back, no matter what he throws right here. Waited back a little too long on that one. Way too late. Until I started swinging before I moved anything. Yep, that was a ball. Thankfully, he ends up getting second on that one. Great stolen base. And now we got a guy in scoring position. It means that anything into the outfield or into a gap is definitely going to score him. So let's see what we can do as we do get that up the middle. Same way that we had our other RBI singles today. And there we go. That's a great way to put ourselves on the board and be able to get on base as well. So let's see if we can actually pick up another stolen base right here. I don't care if he doesn't want us to go. We're going to anyways. As that is going to be yet another stolen base. And it's nice that these balls are kind of in the dirt, so we can't field it cleanly. And so we get in for stand-up stolen bases. But no matter how cheap it seems, it's you know what? It works out for me. As that's going to be hit into the outfield. We ran through a stoplight, didn't we? Doesn't matter. We still get there. Bad throw by the right fielder, and we find a way to end up getting in. And thankfully, we're maintaining that lead here in the 3rd inning with no outs and a guy on first. Oh, no. Really? We actually hit the ball hard on that one, but it's right to the second baseman. That's all right. We can make up for that right here. Another guy on first, but this time with 2 outs. Does that have the distance? It does not. We just miss it. Can you imagine if that ball just went over the fence? We would have solidified our win in this one. Instead, now it's 4-0, which still, I mean, that's great. I'm not going to complain about that at all. It's just that, you know, we could have put this game a little more out of reach than it is right now. As that is a fastball, surprisingly enough, he didn't end up going with the slider. We've seen that a lot today. And there it is to strike us out. But we still pick up the win. And, hell, you know what? We still drove a guy in. So, happy about that. Was only 1 hit, but at the very least, we got on base and we drove someone in. Maybe we'll have better luck in the batter's box when we're on the mound. Highly unlikely, but you never know. I've seen stranger things happen. So let's see what we can do here against this lineup. 2 guys are cold. Let's hope we can go out there and dominate on the mound. But not just that. Let's see if we can actually produce at the plate, too. Yo, it's crazy. We've started 9 games here in AAA, and we're 3-1. We've only lost 1 of our 9 starts, But that also means that we picked up 5 no decisions. I mean, don't get me wrong, part of that is us not being able to produce at the plate while we're pitching as well, but at the same time, you would hope that our offense would be able to be capable enough to score enough runs so that someone with an ERA under 2 would be able to win. I feel like I'm Paul Skeens. You know what I mean? Obviously not as good, but still close. Oh, son of a bitch. That should have been strike 3. Let's go split here. Finish him. We walk. No way. Well, that's what, 6 pitches? 6 pitches. So come on, we need to find a way to get out of this game, or get out of this inning quickly. Can't focus on the game yet, just gotta focus on the first inning, because this is pretty bad so far. Ooh, this is St. Louis's #1 prospect, huh? Well, he just looked at 2 strikes. Let's see if he can swing at number 3. There it is. Fouls that off, though. Means we're gonna have to go change up down and away. And we can get him here. There it is. Yep. Looking at all 3 strikes. Yes, he fouled one off, but still. Still looked at the first 2. That's a great pitch, right? No, it's not. That's going to score him, isn't it? Come on, get it in. You got him, you got him, you got him. Yes! No! Son of a bitch. We give up a run in the first inning. That is not the way we wanted to start this game. That is so rough. Although we should have known that's their catcher that's like a 72 overall. Which, again, compared to some of these other guys that are in like the mid-60s, he's definitely much better than them. Gosh darn it. Alright. Alright, let's regain our composure here. A double play gets us out of this inning. But not just that. Oof. But not just that, but a strikeout would keep us in it too. Wow, we can't even get those edge strikes. Come on. There we go, finally. Guy's hitting 308? That's crazy. Even crazier that that did not hit the zone. Okay, that's fine. Brings it to a full count. And I think we can get him with the slurve. Wants to go fastball, I disagree. Obviously, that's why. But man, I'm still so pissed that we've given up a run already. That's so infuriating. I thought we were going to be perfect in this one. Again, a pretty cold lineup. But unfortunately, again, the 70-plus overall catcher is coming in the clutch. But thankfully, we end up getting out of this one with another big strikeout. And thankfully, we limit the damage to 1. Now, let's see if we can put us up by 1. That would be great. And if I wasn't so late on that, we might have actually had the chance. Instead, someone's going home with a souvenir, and good for them. I don't mind signing that ball later. Let's see if we can hit a home run. We'll sign that one as well. Thankfully, that one gets through the infield, though. And yeah, that is gonna... They're gonna send him? Okay. Bad throw by the right fielder. And thankfully, he goes first to third on that one. And we got ourselves a single. Good stuff. Now we got the 4-hitter up. Unfortunately, we got a double play possibility right here. No. Gosh darn it. Thankfully, we get back on that one. We probably should have went to second, but... No, that was dumb on my part. We're going to steal this time, though. Because look at that. That saves the double play. And that also gets a run in. A little risky, I know, but it worked out for the best. And thankfully now it is a tie game. And it's like not that first inning didn't even happen. Kind of. I'm still going to know. And unfortunately, that's going to be right to the left fielder. And after 1, it's 1-1. Now let's make sure that they just only have 1 for the rest of the game. What are you swinging at? I don't even know what the hell that was. It's almost as bad as my check swing in the game earlier, you know? Only that one was more embarrassing. Let's even get him on 3 pitches. There it is. Just embarrassing him. Let's go. I mean, bottom of the order, I know, but still. A little ridiculous. That is a hard bunt to third. And he can't field it cleanly. To be fair, there have been times where we haven't fielded it cleanly either. But that was a very hard hit bunt, and he should have known that that was coming. Oh, let's go. Let's see what we can do to get out of this. That was almost a center cut fastball. Now we're going to elevate this to where we wanted it originally and get him out of here. Finally. There we go. That's 2 strikeouts now. Let's see if we can finish this inning without any other damage. And by damage, I mean the guy that bunted for a single. And unfortunately, my hands are occupied by the controller, or else I'd do the little quote marks. Well, let's go. 0-2 count. Let's finish him. There it is. Damn. I was hoping we could have actually struck him out. Imagine striking out the side like that. Either way, we get out of that with no runs. And our offense gives us a run. Let's go. We are now up. All we have to do is maintain this lead. And the fact that our ERA is under 2 means that hopefully we have the ability to do so. And I'm hoping that first run that we gave up is the only one that we give up all game. But again, our pitch count is actually kind of getting up there. Oof. That was actually a pretty nice slurve, but again, unfortunately, just a little low. As that ends up being a ground out to the shortstop, we got out number 1 of the inning. I know, we've gotten a lot of strikeouts today, so I shouldn't be upset that we didn't get one on that, but still, it kind of looked like a strike to me. I mean, then again, who am I? You know, I'm just a guy playing video games. Really? You're not going to give us anything, huh? Nothing on the edge? No borderline? Thank you. Finally. Finally. Hey, we'll take 1 out of the 3, I guess. Fastball up and in. Not too bad. And now you know what that sets up for. Same thing that we do every time. Let's make this a good one. There. Oh, no. That was not a good one. Yeah, no rotation because we did not throw that properly. That's unfortunate. I don't even want to look at the replay of it. Instead, let's just get the double play right here. Get him at third. Okay. Oh, that sucks. Alright. Same part of the order that was giving us some trouble. That's alright. We're not going to let them get the best of us on this one. Go 2 fastballs in a row. Beautiful. Now we're going to go change up. I think he's expecting the slurve. So let's go change up down and out. Thought maybe we could have actually gotten him on that. Now we'll go for the slurve. And we finish. Making him look silly. The fact that that happens on Legend, it actually blows my mind. I'm not going to lie. Especially twice in the same game like that. Then again, they are, you know, in the, like, mid to low 60s. So I guess it kind of makes sense. It's pretty realistic. 2-0 count, though. Thankfully, we end up getting that strike finally. But we're going way too deep in these counts. There we go. Now let's see if we can just finish this. We're at 50 pitches already. And we need to... Oh, gosh. That was a really bad one. Oof. Yeah, we're doing it one more time. Best pitch of the day. There we go. We got out of that one, but again, this might not be a quality start if we can't go 6. Whoa, when did we pick up another run? Holy cow. Ooh, let's see if we can add another one to this. Am I right? Let's go. We're the number 9 starting pitcher prospect, huh? Okay, you know what? Not bad. Not bad for a guy who was like a, what were we, 7th round pick? Yeah, not too bad. Unfortunately, that's going to be a pop out to center field, and we're not going to add to our total. But hopefully we can have a pretty efficient inning right here, and we'll be able to make it so that we can actually go full 6. Okay, let's get that one out of our system, and let's be more
That's in. Ball 2.
aware of the motion that we're doing with the joystick. There we go. Finally. Should be a 1-2 count, but who the hell am I? Fastball up and in. There we go. There we go, and that's going to be a pop-out. So come on, let's see what we can do to get out of this inning in just another 5 pitches. Less than 5 pitches. That's going to be our goal right here. So if we can get a quick one right here, that'd be great. Just make sure it's in the zone. Okay? Not bad. That's a strike. That's great. Better than what we've been doing on the first pitch with a lot of these guys. Make that 2. All right, let's see if we can get him with the slurve. Finish it out on 3 pitches. Not great at fielding, are you, buddy? Alright, so much for an efficient inning. We gave up a double down the line on a pitch that should have been a strikeout. 0-2, and you give up a base hit like that. That's pretty bad. And you can't even keep it in the zone again. There we go. Alright, he's going to get to third, but pick up the second out of the inning. And as long as we get this guy out, that guy over at third doesn't matter. Doesn't matter in the slightest. Just like we do right there. There we go. Alright. Well, that ended up being a little more efficient than I thought it was going to be. And we get out of that with no runs. We just need to keep our pitch count under 75. That's all. Which means we have 12 pitches to work with. And now we have 11 to get 2 outs. And I totally didn't pan over there in time. I thought that he was actually going to be safe. That would have been scary. Alright, we got to be aware of this guy. He's had our number all day. Thankfully, we end up picking up a first pitch strike. Let's go with the changeup down and in. Seen 2 inside. Good eye on that one because that one potentially could have been called a strike. Just unfortunate that it wasn't. And there we go. Finally, a ground out from him. Got 19 speed. You can take your time, buddy. And there we go. Out number 2. And now I think we actually might get out of here before 70. When we're getting corner pitches like that, we might. Go up and in. There it is. Now what do we finish him with? You want to go change? I'll agree with you this time. Down and out. Finish him off. Okay, so it's going to be 71 pitches, but we're going to get him right here with the slurve. That's what I'm talking about. Now, fingers crossed, we go out there for the 6th. But first, let's see if we can add to our run total. I wish the game wouldn't have just skipped like that a little bit. Or maybe that was my eyes. Maybe I'm just going crazy from staring at a screen for so long today. Been a busy week at work, I'll say that. Gosh. Mother of...
No balls, 2 strikes.
What are we doing? What are we doing? Come on, help your own cause right here. That was embarrassing.
That's a ball.
Okay, I wasn't sure about that for a second. Thankfully, we left that in the dirt, and that's all it was. I thought maybe that was just caught the strike zone. Thankfully, it didn't, though. And there we go. No. It was a pretty smooth turn. Thankfully, we do go out for the 6th, and this is our opportunity to get that, I was going to say immaculate inning, which is the challenge that we chose for this one. But to be able to get that quality start. Nice. Okay, we need to strike him out right here, though. Again, that's what the immaculate inning is going to be. Get him up and in. There it is. And there goes the immaculate inning. Well, it was worth a shot. Let's see if we can still strike out the side, though. That'd be ideal. Surprised he didn't swing at that on 0-2. Let's go slurve one more time. There it is. I don't know what he was looking for, but it certainly wasn't that. But we found what we wanted to get. And that was a strikeout. Yeah? You sure? Did you see where that ball crossed the plate? Because I don't think you did. All right, a little pop out. That's good. That's preserving our pitch count. Although unless we get out of here before 80, we're definitely not going out for the 7th inning. And yeah, this is going to be the last pitch of the game, I think, if he gets it in play. Okay, we're going to end this game with a strikeout then. I know we're getting tired. I know that's kind of our limit. But we want to end this on a good note. This might be double-digit strikeouts if we get this. We got them. Question is that 10 in 6 innings? Well, we'll find out in just a little bit. We want to see if we can get one more base hit here. Please give me something center cut. Wow. A little early on the 94-mile-an-hour fastball that we were right on. That's tough. I was a little worried when I saw that. I thought maybe that would actually be called a strike. But then again, we never got it, so why would they, right? Especially when we're at home. Damn, that's warning track power again. But we cannot hit it to where they're not. To be fair, though, we're hitting it in the air, and it's staying up there for way too long. Even if it's in a gap, they're going to get there to get it. But we get the quality start. We end up getting on base, and we consider this a big dub. Finally getting that 4th win of the season, as we ended up going 6, and we did 10 strikeouts. But 6 hits in the walk and the 1 earned run. Started a little dicey, but we found our footing, and that is a damn good stat line. I mean, is 6 hits a little too much? Yeah, absolutely. That is many more than we want to give up in any game. But again, scattered them enough where it was just 1 run that they ended up getting. We got 12 skill points from that one. Our average is up to a 222, so we improved it, but only by 1 point. And our ERA is down to a 1.6. We got a 4-game winning streak going on the mound. Yes, there were a lot of no decisions in there in the middle, but regardless, we still have a 4-game win streak. That's a great way to end it. We have 1 more series here before the end of the season. And again, hopefully by the end of it, we will be up in the majors, or at least on the path to making it there at the beginning of the next season. Again, our overall is actually climbing up there a bit, and I think that our starting pitch overall is going to be our ticket to the major leagues. So we do have 19 skill points. I know I upped that per 9 last time, and it would be great to up that again. Obviously, we are a little short, but I think we really need to up the big game. I also think that upping the power is going to be pretty important too. We have 4 extra skill points. And honestly, it probably wouldn't be bad to put into fielding or throwing, especially since our reaction time just is pretty awful. So you know what? Let's do that. That's actually going to raise our overall as a third baseman up to 64 as well. So that's really nice to have. And again, we have a little bit more stamina too with what we put in the big game. And hopefully that clutch is going to help out quite a bit as well. It's nice to be able to get that addition to the power. So maybe those warning track balls actually go over the fence going forward. But again, we will definitely see as we go forward. But as I said, only 1 more series left in the season. We'll see what ends up happening after it. But for now, let's just really bask in our win, and let's just be happy that we didn't completely embarrass ourselves at the plate, and we finally picked up our 4th win of the season. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to go down and drop a like. If you're new, subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time.